wait for a few people to hop on in here before I get started. Go ahead and turn my oven on. Just waiting on a couple of people to hop in here. Hey, Scotty, how you doing? I am getting ready to make some cinnamon raisin biscuits. And since it's pre-season football, I am going to do a pizza snack too that is going to be so simple and easy. It is delicious. Hey there. Can you hear me okay, Scotty? Great. You know what? I was waiting for a couple of people to hop on. But you know what, Scotty? I'm going to get started because you're here bright and early and they can just catch up or find me on the replay. What you think about that? Great, great. I'm not even yelling either. That's perfect. Ooh, I am so glad you were here. Now I'm gonna tell you something, Scotty, before I start, because you asked about biscuits. And that was one reason why I did. But a lot of people like sweet things, so I thought I'd do both. These biscuits, if you just want regular biscuits for biscuits and gravy, leave out the raisins, leave out the cinnamon, leave out the sugar. Everything else is the same. Those are the only three things that are different. They're made identical. They will rise identical. They'll be the same. They'll just be the regular buttery biscuits. So leave out the cinnamon, leave out the raisins, and leave out the sugar. Well, you know, on the regular ones, I do put a little sugar in it just to cut it a little bit, but I only put maybe like a fourth of a cup, and I'm gonna put about 3/4 cups in these because the raisins are sweet enough between the raisins and the cinnamon, and it's not cake. So, Scotty, let's get started. I'm so glad you are here. Yay! And I'm going to put about 4 cups of flour in my bowl. And I'm measuring it, but I'm not sifting it or anything. 3. And this makes 4. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, African mom? How you doing? I'm making some cinnamon raisin biscuits. And since it is pre-season for football, I'm gonna do a pizza snack too. I'm just getting started. I've just put my flour in. This is about 4 cups of flour. And guys, this is self-rising flour. This is not all-purpose flour. It is self-rising flour. All right. I got these big old sugar and flour containers. So that's 4 cups of That's 4 cups of flour. I am making cinnamon raisin biscuits right now. And when these go in the oven, while they're baking in the oven, because they're going to bake for about 20, 25 minutes, I'm going to do a pizza snack that it'll also have to go in the oven, but it's going to only go in the oven for about 10 minutes. So by the time I finish making up the pizza snack, these should be about ready to come out of the oven. Yay, I'm happy you're here too. Woohoo. All right. And I was telling Scotty a few minutes ago that these are cinnamon raisin biscuits, but if you just want some regular biscuits, nice, regular, fluffy, buttery biscuits, the only thing you have to do differently is leave out the cinnamon, leave out the raisins, and put a little less sugar. I'm going to put about 3/4 cup of sugar in these. I don't like them overly sweet because it's not cake, but you do want a little sweet because they are cinnamon raisins. And they're going to have a glaze on them, so you don't want them to be too sweet. So that's about 3/4. This is the sugar. That's about 3/4 cup of sugar in there. Woo, I'm so glad you guys are here joining me today. This is just exciting. Yay! And then I'm going to put, yes, it's self-rising flour, but I'm adding baking powder too. Yes, guys, please network with each other, get to know each other. I'm going to put about a good heaping tablespoon of, and this is not a measuring tablespoon, it's just a regular tablespoon. I'm going to put a good heaping of it, say that, in there. Then I'm just going to whisk this all together. These are so simple, guys. After you make them for 2 or 3 times or something like that, you're going to be able to do these in your sleep. They are so simple. And I hear so many people and chefs and stuff on TV when they have these competitions and they start talking about we're going to do biscuits. They panic. And I'm like, why are you guys panicking? That's one of the easiest things. This is easier than a cake for me. It really is. So you just want to make sure there's no clumps in here and you just want to whisk it around. You're also trying to make sure the sugar and the baking powder, both of those are fully mixed in too. Woo-hoo. Yes, I am so glad you guys are here. Now let me run to the fridge and get my butter. Okay, guys, so I have 2 sticks of butter here, and I am going to grate the butter into the flour. It's really cold, hard butter. Had it in the freezer for about 10 minutes right before I came on so that it could get good and frozen. So I have found the easy way to do this is to grate it. And the colder your butter is, hey Detroit, how you doing? How you doing? Yay, Detroit, we're gonna make us some cinnamon raisin biscuits. They're gonna be glazed cinnamon raisin biscuits. Y'all don't have to go to Bojangles no more. Just make your biscuits. So my oven, you guys heard that beat. That was my oven. I preheated it to 425 degrees. Great, Detroit. I am so glad you popped in. I am making the cinnamon raisin biscuits. Right now, I have my flour, my sugar, and my baking powder in here, and this is self-rising flour. I keep saying that because most people say use all-purpose flour. They are not as big and thick and fluffy with all-purpose flour. At least not mine. I'm not gonna say period, but at least not mine. And I really don't like a dense, tough biscuit. I like it to be soft and almost like a piece of cake. When you break it open and it's buttery and it's fluffy. Okay, guys, I'm getting hungry and I haven't even started. So I'm gonna take my butter. I'm laying my grater right on top of the bowl, and I'm going to use the larger holes for it, not the smaller ones. I'm going to use the larger holes for it. It doesn't matter how it comes out. You're just trying to. This is easier than taking a fork and mashing it. Now, when I finish, I'm still going to have to mash it some a little bit because they're going to be in long strips, and then I also want to make sure it's incorporated into the flour. So we're just going to grate this. And it doesn't take long when you're grating it either. You guys can see I'm almost to the halfway mark on this one stick already. And then when we get ready to roll them out, you don't need to prep your dish that you're going to put them in at all. You don't need any oil in it. You don't need anything in it. I use a glass dish. I think they come out better in a glass dish as opposed to a stainless steel or ceramic type dish, or the regular tins that you typically bake in. I like my glass dish a little bit better. And this butter has been in the freezer. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Y'all see that? See how it's piling up right there? And this is just in pieces. Look like shredded cheese. That's what it looks like. We're gonna get these grated up here. Then we can mix it in, incorporate it in. I use a regular pastry cutter. You can use a fork. Okay? I didn't always have a pastry cutter. I learned how to do things. I cannot, somebody was telling me the other day, why are you grating the butter by hand? You could use a food processor. My food processor is down there under that cabinet, and it comes out every blue moon. Because to me, sometimes by the time I pull it out, plug it up, get the blade in there right, I could have been grated this by hand and gone on about my business. But it does come in handy when I make my carrot cakes. I use it to do my carrots because then, now it takes a long, I need like 5 cups of carrots when I do my carrot cake. Take this paper on off this last piece. And I'm going to put this last piece down there. Now I'm going to have to do that with the cutter by hand because you can only get it so much. Also, to a certain point, it starts to melt. So I'm going to take this piece of paper on my grater. Okay. I'm going to take this piece and just drop it down in there. Get the next stick out. Yes. Let me see. Yes. Food processor. Pain in the butt. Exactly, Scotty. You got to clean the thing. I can just put this in the dishwasher and I don't have to take it apart. When I'm doing holiday cooking and I got a lot going on, sometimes I'll use it. I do like it, but it is a pain in the butt. It really is. A lot of gadgets like that are, and I know that, they're necessary and they're needed. And I guess, if I was actually in a restaurant right now, I would probably want it because of time, depending on what I'm doing with it. I wouldn't have to clean it all the time. Knock some of this down. Then we're going to roll these out. You see all these gadgets and things I got over here? All this is for the biscuits. It's not a lot, though. Just things like a couple of spoons and stuff. My little cutting thing. Yes. So you guys doing okay today? I'm so glad y'all stopped in. I tried to do the premiere last night so that I figured more people would have a chance to maybe see the premiere up that I was going to do this morning because otherwise you'd be asleep right now. And not know I was even on here. Woo-hoo. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to go ahead and take this paper off now. Break this down. Then I'm going to go wash my hands. Yes, I'm wasting butter everywhere. But that's what happens when you have a clean counter. You pick it up and put it right in. Yes, and all this butter is what makes them taste nice and buttery. And no, I do not use buttermilk in them. I wish y'all could taste these. Boy, woo, you guys would just go head over heels. I have had people requesting me to make biscuits and ship them across the country for several years now. And I'm like, just biscuits? I can just show you how to do that. Okay. Get a little butter off of there. I'll use this spoon because I need the spoon again. We are done with that grater. I'm going to wash my hands right quick, guys. Hey, Trish, you made it over. Yay! Trish, I'm doing cinnamon raisin biscuits. And when these go in the oven, I'm going to do a pizza snack because it's preseason football. It is the quickest, easiest pizza snack Y'all gonna be surprised at how it's fixed. Just a minute, I'm gonna wash my hands. Ooh, the butter was kind of sticky on my hands. Hey, let me see here. Hey, Moonstar Factory, how are you? I am so glad you hopped in here. Yes, we are doing cinnamon raisin biscuits this morning. Then I'm gonna do a pizza snack when these go in the oven for you guys. So now, can you guys see that? I got all my butter grated up. I grated the butter. It's cold butter that had been in the refrigerator for a while. That's 4 cups of flour, about 3/4 cups of sugar, and a big heaping tablespoon of baking powder. Woo-hoo! Yes, I am so glad you guys are here. You guys network, get to know each other too. And I'm using a pastry cutter to now go ahead and just incorporate the flour with the butter. You guys, you know what? You can use a fork. I always have used a fork till I got a pastry cutter, which wasn't too long ago. Because, like I was just saying earlier, all the food processors and all that stuff, they good, they work. I like them, but kind of old fashioned. You just give me a fork. Yes. I am so glad you guys are out there. Make us some cinnamon raisin biscuits today. Okay, that's good enough. Let's see how I use this. Try not to reuse the things, the tools I'm going to need in a minute here. Okay, we're done with that. Pretty much done with this. So now we are going to just add some water. And guys, we're going to add this water a little bit at a time. What we're looking for is real sticky. I'm going to show it to you on my hands. It's got to be really sticky because then we're going to put the flour actually on the surface to roll them out. And at that point, it's going to pick up more flour. And that's what's going to create your dough. Yes. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Yes, guys, you guys check out each other. And guys, give me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up when you come through the door. I appreciate it. Share it out. Share it out so more people can hop on over here. And I am just going to pour this water in here. This is about 2 cups of water. I doubt if I need that. I usually use maybe 1.5. But we'll see. It varies because I don't always cook the same amount of biscuits. My water varies, of course, because I have a different amount of flour and stuff. See, a couple of pieces. That's probably that piece of big butter that I dropped down in there. I didn't get it quite good, but okay. And you don't have to create the well or anything like that. And when you're doing this, you want to fold. You just want to keep folding it over, not just stirring it like this. But you want to pick it up and fold it. Turn your bowl, pick it up and fold it. Because you're still trying to work your dough as less as possible. The more you work this dough, the tougher your biscuit will be. So you try to work it as least as possible. But you have to work it some. Yes. Yep, you absolutely can use buttermilk. But you know, Scotty, to be honest with you, taste-wise, I guess because I put so much butter in it, I haven't found the difference. But you absolutely can use buttermilk. You can use buttermilk, you can use regular milk. You can use any liquid you want, actually. It's going to come out pretty much the same. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. I'm happy you guys are joining me this morning. And it's all cloudy outside and rainy. Yes. I had 2 cups of water in here. We'll see how much I end up using of it. Or if I need more. I'm down to 1 now, I think. Yes. Not sticky enough. I might need a little bit more. or either just this is going to be just enough. We'll see. We're getting there. See how it looks right now, guys? It's getting there. It's not sticky enough, though. It needs to be pretty sticky. All of it needs to be sticky. But when it starts to come together like this, that's when you have to kind of be careful and not start adding too much water, because you can't take the water back out. You can keep adding water, but you sure can't take it out. Okay, Trish, that's good. You got to get to your live stream, girl. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Absolutely. Appreciate you. Yes, I do. I think we are just about here. I'm going to put just a drop more water in this. See how sticky it is. You see how, can y'all see how sticky that is on my fingers? See how it's sticky? It really is sticky, and that's what you want. I'm going to actually put just a drop more water in here, a drop more, and that means I will have used about almost a cup. That's not even a fourth cup left in the bottle. It doesn't take much when you get to this point to add just a little bit more stickiness to your dough. And this is probably going to make a dozen, guys. Okay, that's it. You guys see how that looks sticky, real sticky there? Yes. Okay. Well, we just about used the, you can see that. We just about used, that's all we have left from 2 cups. So that wasn't bad. We used almost all of that. So now we get to roll it out. You need to have clean, dry surface. Please make sure the surface is dry. Because if you don't, you're going to put this flour down here and it is going to stick. I'm going to need my other thing too. So dry my surface off real good here. Yes. Woohoo. I see I got some people hanging in the wind over there, I think. You guys come on in, come on in. Hang out here with me while I cook these cinnamon raisin biscuits. Hey, sure my counter is good and dry. I don't want my flour stuck to it. In the end of the day, it's harder to clean up that way. It's harder to clean up. Okay, I think that's pretty dry. And I'll take my ring off here because I do not want to clean it later. Okay. Now for the fun part. Scotty, the fun part is eating. Okay. You guys can see how much flour. Now I'm going to leave a little bit in this cup. I'm going to set this big container aside. I made me some more out of it. But I know I'm going to need a little bit. Can you all see that? I'm going to make sure y'all, can you all see, am I in the area where you guys can see my countertop pretty good? Do I need to adjust my screen a little bit lower? And, okay, this is the dish I'm going to use. This is a 9 by 13 inch dish. And I think it's going to hold probably about a dozen. So that's the dish I'm going to use. And let's see. Guys, Scotty, y'all, does anybody out there know what I forgot to do? Anybody? Take a guess. What did I forget to do? I'm getting ready to roll these cinnamon biscuits out. But I skipped 2 steps. I skipped 2 important steps for these biscuits, guys. There is no cinnamon in it, and there is no raisins. But the good thing is they go in after the water. So it's right on time. I'm up here talking to y'all. I forgot all about the cinnamon raisin, but that's okay. We would just had biscuits this morning. Woo! Maybe a little lower. Okay, hold on. That work better? Yeah, that works better, doesn't it? Yep. Detroit, you got it. I the raisins. Hey, Susan. Yay. Woohoo. I'm so glad you're here. I feel bad, but oh, why you feel bad? Because you got to run? It's okay. I'm glad you came by and gave me a thumbs up and stopped by. I appreciate it. Woohoo, woohoo. Okay, so it's better now. I can see it that it's better myself. Thanks, Detroit. Okay, so you guys can still see my bowl here because now I got my flour down here. So you know what? Let me move this out the way for a second. So I can see this too. Okay, this is good. This is good. So now we're going to get our cinnamon and our raisins in here. We have water in here that goes in first. So we remembered that right on time, guys. Okay, so now all you have to do is I'm going to shake some cinnamon in the bowl. Then I'm going to swirl it around with my knife. Now I got the larger part open. You don't want to shake it all in one spot, and you don't want to shake it like salt. You kind of want to dot it around more than anything. After I put this in here before I swirl it around, get my spoon out here. I will show it to you what it looks like before it's swirled around. And then after they're done, I'm gonna take one and break it open so that you guys can also see how it looks with might need a little bit more. Okay. And y'all see that? See how it looks? How I just shook some in spots all over the place. Then take a knife and just swirl it through as if you were making a marble cake or something. You just want to take it, pull your knife through. You don't want to mix it too much because if you do, then you're gonna just have brown biscuits. And even with doing this, you're still gonna have to mix it some more. So you don't want to do this too much because you got to put your raisins in here too. You just want to swirl that a little bit. You might want to swirl it a little bit more in the end. We'll see, especially down in the bottom. Then take your raisins and put your raisins in. Hey, Anna. Hey, Rochelle. You guys, thank you for coming in. We're doing cinnamon raisin biscuits. And I am just putting these raisins in here. This is about half a cup of raisins or so. Then I'm going to take it and just kind of turn it again. And that's where you might have to add a little bit more cinnamon to the top. And it's sticky now, so you kind of have to use your knife to get it down off of there. Just turn it around. So you want your raisins mixed in there along with the cinnamon. Also, too, when you get ready to roll it out, that cinnamon's going to spread. It's going to spread. So that's why you don't need to do too much to it. You just want to make sure it's at the bottom and at the top, so you don't have a plain biscuit. I've gotten those sometimes. Biscuits with no raisin. I got cinnamon raisin biscuits, and then there's this one loner that doesn't have anything. And I'm going to show you guys this again, too, after I finish stirring. And it kind of depends on your taste buds too. Now, if you want something that's super cinnamon, you can always put more cinnamon in there. And I'm gonna put just a drop more on the top because I just turned over the complete bottom. Can you guys see that? There's no cinnamon right in here. So I'm gonna just put a little bit more in there and mix that in too. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Rochelle. And I'm going, when these go in the oven, guys, for those that just came on, I'm going to do a quick pizza snack. You know, it's preseason for football. So this is going to be, y'all going to be surprised at how we're going to make these pizza snacks. This is the quickest thing, and it's something you got in your house already. I'm pretty sure most of you. Scotty, I know you do. You'll find out why I know that in just a minute. When we get ready to make them. They're going to be so easy and simple. And I'm gonna add a few more little raisins in there on the top. Okay, guys, so can you see that? There's your dough. Now we're ready to roll them out. Woohoo! That's okay, Afroma. It'll be up. It will be up with the comments, with me talking, so you'll get to see the whole thing. Okay, so we got our flour out here again. And like I said, this is the dish I'm putting them in. Nothing's in here. No oil, no flour, nothing. It's just a glass dish. So I am not going to roll out all of this at once because it spreads and my surface isn't that large while I'm on it here. So I'm going to do this in a couple of different batches, 2 or 3. You just want to roll it out, pour it out, a nice amount of it. It's almost half, that's good. Right onto your surface. And can you guys see how the cinnamon is kind of swirled through there? Then, taking the extra flour that's on here, gather it up, put it on top. Gather it up, put it on top. And then you want to make it into a dough quickly. That's it. No more kneading. You want to turn it over one more time so that you won't have your cracks on the bottom. Now, we just roll it out. Wasn't that easy, guys? You do not have to knead this for 20 hours. It doesn't need to rise either. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. And guys, I like big fluffy biscuits. Move this flour out the way. So I have rolled these out. If you can see, this is probably about a ½ inch. Because the thinner you roll them, the flatter your biscuit's going to be, no matter how much it's going to rise. Because you're starting from a really flatter point. So, 2 things. I'm going to use this. This is a metal cookie cutter. If you do not have a round metal cookie cutter, matter of fact, I'm going to do this first. If you don't have a round metal cookie cutter, use a glass, any glass, doesn't matter. And I'm going to put some flour around the rim of this glass. It is not, this amazes me. It's not really sticking to the glass, but if you skip this step, the dough will stick to the glass. So you just take this and press straight down. Twist 2 or 3 times, bring the part out, and there's your first biscuit. Woohoo! Woohoo! So you can use a glass, as you can see. Number 2. And guys, when you put your biscuits in there, so you see those 2, they touch it. You want to make sure your biscuits touch. And if you don't have enough that, say you got a big container like this, but you didn't have enough biscuits to fill it up to make them touch as many of them as you can, because when they touch, they help each other rise up. So if they're not touching, that's when you get biscuits that like they rise in the middle, but then the sides kind of slope down. If you want them to all rise together, make them touch. The glass ditch. This is not a ditch. This is a ditch, not a ditch. The sides will help this part of the side of the glass will help this part of the biscuit rise, and by them touching, that's going to help. They're going to just help each other. It's not like you're trying to get up off the floor or somebody come along and help you. Same thing. So I'm going to use my glass on this half, and I'm going to use the cookie cutter on the other half. And then at the very end, at least I do always have a little bit of dough left. I make it into some kind of little funny shape and just put it in there. That's always my snacking one. And as you see, this one, I don't know if you can see that. Can't hold this biscuit up. See how it's cut like that, almost like a sandwich is out of it? Don't worry about it when it comes out like that. If it does, just make sure it's connected to the next biscuit. Now, will it come out in a different shape? Yep, but it'll still help it rise. Yay! Detroit, you're going to have to let me know how it comes out. Now, your scraps that you have in here, you just want to take those, make sure they're balled up together again, really nicely. Put them back down. You don't want to mess with it too much. You don't want tough biscuits. Roll it back out to that inch. And with the glass or the cookie cutter, you have to keep putting flour around the edge of it. Pop it down again. Get that biscuit out of there. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna put this up here. I'll put that in. There's another one. And after this one, I'll just add some more dough on top of this. Woohoo! Guys, I love doing this. This stuff is fun to me. A lot of people I know think I'm crazy because it's so much fun. I used about 3/4 of a cup, Scotty, of sugar. But I had 4 cups of flour. You're gonna have to adjust that if you're not making that many. You want to bring that sugar level down because between the sugar and this little scrap, I'm gonna leave it on the bottom. It'll get incorporated into the next one. I'm gonna put all this on here, I think. Get all my little dough out of there. Not going to be wasteful this morning. We like our biscuits. Woohoo! Okay. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to gather up this extra flour, put it on the top. Now I think I need a little bit more. That's why I left this over here. You just want to knead it together a couple of times. You can feel it. It feels so soft and smooth. It's just so soft right now. You wouldn't believe how soft this dough is. It feels so good. I just want to eat it. And it smells good. The cinnamon, you can smell it already. And you can kind of see how it swirled through there. Yes. I'm going to take this raisin here because it's falling off the side. I'm going to put it right in the middle there. Poke it in, close it up. Put a little flour on it. Roll it together. Okay. Like I said, you want to make them about an inch. An inch. Those would be some mukbang biscuits if if you rolled them out to an inch, but about a 1/2 inch thick. Like I said, I like nice big fluffy biscuits. Yes, I'm going to make the glaze. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to be making the glaze as soon as they come out because the glaze only takes a few seconds. And it's a timing issue with putting the glaze on. You can't put it on absolutely as soon as they run out. Biscuits are not going to run anywhere, but as soon as they come out of the oven, because it'll be so hot, it'll just melt right away, melt off. So it's a little timing issue there, but I typically make my glaze as soon as I take them out because glaze only takes a couple of seconds to make. And then pour it on there, let it sit for a couple of seconds, and you are done. Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't have more biscuits than I have container space. That's okay. I have another dish. I'll put this one in this corner. I'm gonna let you guys see the difference with the glass between the glass and this is that as you notice, or if you notice, I haven't had to flour it as much. I need to do it again now, but you don't have to keep putting as much flour as you do. Mrs. Green Thumb, hi. How are you? I got a cooking thumb this morning. How are you? We are making cinnamon raisin biscuits. And guys, guess what? Look at this. This is full. So I'm gonna go over here and get another glass dish right quick. I actually have 13 that fit into that. But let me run over here and give me another dish. Get another smaller dish. How are you guys doing? Good seeing you too, Mrs. Green Thumb. You finally got back. You had a long vacation. That was nice. Woohoo for you. Yes. And after when these go in the oven in a couple of seconds, here, I'm gonna clean up this mess, and we are going to make a pizza snack while they're in the oven. Okay. Take this little raisin off and put it in that one. And this is going to be a little bitty small one. Or maybe not. Yes, Mrs. Green Thumbs. This is cinnamon raisin biscuits. Yes. And I'm going to make the glaze too. Okay, so we can't cut this one out because it's the last of the dough. So you just want to kind of shape it the best you can with your hands. And guys, remember when I was saying they needed to touch, but if you have extra room, like these were the last four that I had that didn't fit in this container. So I got the four together as much as I can. I got these together as much as I can so that they'll help each other rise. Woohoo! Yes. And I am going to wash my hands right quick so I can stick these in the oven. And guys, I have my oven on 425 degrees. And these are going to cook for approximately 25 minutes. I set my timer on my oven for 25 minutes. But when it comes to baking, some things, at least these biscuits, I have learned that they could bake a little faster or they could bake a little slower. It really depends on the temperature in your house, what's going on with the humidity, why that affects the oven when they're on the inside. There's a little bit too much science. I guess that's science for me. So all I know is I set my oven. Oh, look at me, I'm a hot mess. I set my oven for 25 minutes. I'm gonna probably check them at 20 minutes. Then I'll keep checking them from there, and I'll let you know the exact time that they actually cook. I also cook so many different batches in different amounts that it's hard sometimes for me to know exactly how long it's going to take. You get to lick the spoon, Scotty, off the glaze. Clean up this mess so I can have my working area. We can make that pizza snack. I can't wait, and I'm going to need this. You guys like pizza? You're going to love this little quick snack. It only takes like 10 minutes to cook. So when we get our biscuits out, I want to have this ready to go in the oven. Yes. That scraper is so wonderful. Trust me. Oh, I remember trying to get out of that flour up before I had a scraper. Oh my God. The scraper is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, Detroit. Well, you're going to love this snacks. And wait till you see. I cannot wait to get started on them. I got to finish cleaning my counter off here. Oh my gosh. Although I'm not making any dough for the pizza snacks. Nope, I'm not actually making dough. You guys are gonna be so surprised when you see what I do with this rolling pin. I'm gonna dry it off good. And I'm gonna need my measuring cup again, my big one, so I better clean that. Oh, I'm so glad you guys stopped by. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share it out. I was wondering, I said, who's gonna come in the morning? Everybody gonna be asleep on Saturday morning. I'm so glad to see y'all here. I'm an early bird anyway. And my house is typically quiet this early in the morning for me. So it was great. I'm gonna need this, but not quite yet. I'm gonna need that for the icing. Or the glaze, rather. I shouldn't say icing because it's not icing. Okay, let me go get the stuff we're going to need for the pizza. Woo-hoo. First of all, we're going to make mini, um, mini pizza snacks. This is a mini cupcake tin. It makes 24. So we're going to make 24 little snackaroos here. Woo-hoo. Let's see. I don't know what that is. All right. Let me see here. And we have some mozzarella cheese and we have pepperonis. Now, because these are minis, I think I better cut up my pepperonis a little bit because I don't have the actual mini pepperonis, which is actually better in here. My favorite knife walked away, so I'm gonna have to use this one. And I'm just gonna cut these up like in fourths because they're just gonna be too big to put in there. Scotty, I'm using a laptop because I can't do anything from my phone yet unless I put another app on there. And honestly, I'm running out of space with all the videos I'm constantly doing and the apps I have on there to edit my videos. I'm running out of space. And so, because I don't have the 1,000 subscribers yet, I can't just stream from my phone. But you know what? I think it's better while I'm cooking. It's more stable. I could see me moving on the counter a little bit with my phone on that little tripod. I could see it moving unless I had some really good equipment, for which I don't. Woohoo! This is gonna be fun. I love pizza too. My problem with this is I could eat half of these. I have to control myself. Yeah, it is a bigger screen. It is a bigger screen. And that probably helps too. So, even when I get there, I may still stream my at least the actual demos um, from my laptop. And as you guys can see, I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just cutting them up a little bit smaller as if they were mini pieces. This piece is too small to cut, so it needs to be eaten. Yum! I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't help it. I shouldn't be eating. You guys don't have any yet. I'm gonna put these back in my bowl. Really? I hope so, Detroit and Mrs. Green Thumb. I've heard that a lot. Um, I don't know if it's the reception or the Wi-Fi connection or what it is, but I have had so many people say that they had a hard time with the stream on their phone not being so good. Okay, guys, we're going to be using bread, regular bread, regular bread. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need 6 slices, 6 slices of regular bread. That's going to fill this up. So this is hilarious. I need my cutter too. So let's see, that's 3, and you can use any kind of bread, guys. Whatever you have on hand, leftover bread, whatever kind of bread you have. This is just some regular old sandwich bread from the store. This is nothing fancy. It can be that easy, Detroit. And wait till you see what I do with this bread. Oh my God, it is hilarious. Something else I needed to do is get some, let me melt some, I need some melted butter and I need my Italian seasoning. This is another little cutter. If you don't have a little cutter, you can use a small glass. Okay, I'm going to just take, I don't need that much, but I'm making 24, so I'm going to take a half a stick of butter and I'm just going to melt it in my microwave really quick. And I make a brush. That's probably good enough. Okay, guys, sit this up here until you're ready to use it. Put this over here. Make sure you guys can see me. Okay, so anytime you have pizza, you need some kind of crust, right, guys? So our bread is going to be our crust. There's no rolling, there's no mixing, there's no anything. And you can use any kind of bread whatsoever. Hey, producer, how are you doing? I'm so glad you stopped in. You know what? I'll do that too. That's going to be a day. I'm going to have to figure out exactly how to do that because of all the necessary of the rise of the yeast. I make Hawaiian sweet rolls um, every time for all my holidays. They were delicious. And I could do that, but it's so much of letting it rise and coming back and letting it rise. I'm not exactly sure how to do that on the live yet because it's so time consuming. But yeah, I can definitely do a video on it for sure and put that up because I can, while they're rising, I can stop the tape or do little shorts tapes like that. And let's see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, good helps will well, with the video, I can just do it step by step and put everything in there. And that way you'll have it. You can always refer back to that. That's for sure. You guys give me a thumbs up. And okay, so here's our slice of bread, guys. So you just want to roll it out on a flat surface. That's it, guys. I'm going to roll this bread out. Yes, I am. I'm going to roll it, turn it over, turn it the other way. roll it some more. Roll it. It's not going to increase twice the size, but it's going to get bigger. Just want to keep rolling it. Now you need a slice of bread. And I like to use honey wheat bread. When you use the honey wheat bread on this, then your crust has that little sweet taste. And we're going to add some butter and some Italian seasoning to it. And that's going to give it that taste. And yum, 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 yum. Woohoo. Okay, I think that's about good enough. Let me see. So see, guys, we rolled it out. And compared to the other piece, it's not that much bigger, but it's just enough. And if you look at it this way, it's paper thin now. So then you take your cutter and you go for each corner. You're going to have a little bit of bread left each time. Scotty. Okay, Scotty. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here, you want to cut a circle out. You want to go for each corner. So you can cut your circles out each corner. It's not a perfect circle. That's okay. Go to the next corner, cut it out. When you have these little extra pieces on there like that, I just break them off. I try to keep the cookie cutter on there. Break it off. Go to the next corner. You just kind of want it kind of like a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect because you can already put them in these tins anyway. Okay, guys. So we have 4 little edges off here. 4 little circles. Now I'm going to roll it all out first before I put my butter seasoning on them, before we put them in the thing. Just want to roll it out. You don't need any extra flour or anything. There's enough flour in it already. And they're so cheesy. Okay, so these cut out. Yes. What will spam it? I got to get some mods up in here. What will spam it, producer? Oh yeah, they say that no numbers and no words like sub or anything going down in the stream. That's true. Well, Scotty, it may depend. They may look at the video and see exactly what you're doing in the video and what the numbers are. I mean, they may pick it up and say, okay, well, you're doing a live stream on something that contains them. It's like if you're doing a math class on live stream, how can you not do numbers? But you can't say subscribe. There's no self promotion. So please, guys, don't do that. Now I do know you can't do that. Woo-hoo. We are halfway done on our bread. And guys, if you're not making this many, you don't need this much bread. Yes. Ooh, so far we got quite a few circles. I'm gonna bring out these other 3 pieces of bread. Then we can show you how we fix it up. How it's gonna look. Let me look back here at my biscuits. Okay, they're looking good, but they're not gonna go in there for 25 minutes. So we're gonna take a short break, get them out, and make our glaze. And we can come back to this. All right. Thank you, producer. Thank you so much. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna take my biscuits on out before I finish rolling these out. Then we're gonna switch gears here in the middle of the stream. I need something to put my glass dishes on. I put it out on my counter. Awesome, awesome. Okay, there. See that? Okay, guys, biscuits are out of the oven. See how they rose real nice? Oops, that was upside down. I'm gonna stick this one here. That over. Change my oven over. And guys, I don't know if you can see this or not. Remember, I was telling you that you needed to sit the biscuits beside each other so they can help them rise. Remember, this was the extra pan and I had a few left over. See how they rose together nicely right here? See how they're slanted right here on the glass top. See how they slanted right here? They're slanted down. You guys can see it there. You can see it right there. I'm pretty sure they're slanted down. That's because they didn't have any help. They didn't have that extra biscuit to help it rise. Okay. So I'm gonna sit these right here. I'm gonna actually sit this one out of the way. Ooh, so that I can use this space to make the glaze. Come on, come on. There you go. Hey, Chrissy, so glad you joined me. I've been making cinnamon raisin biscuits. They just came out of the oven. I'm getting ready to make the glaze, and I'm also making a pizza snack too. So, we're going to need a little water for this glaze. And guys, the glaze is nothing but powdered sugar, about a teaspoon of water, and about a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And it's going to be about 2/3 cup of confectionery sugar, powdered sugar. It's like more than 2/3 to me, but okay. Let's see. We're going to make that work. That's more like a cup. I'll just add a little bit more water if I need to or something. I'm not about to try to put that powdered sugar back into the thing. And if you need more, then If you need more than a spoon of water, add it gradually. Just add a little spoon at a time. Just add it gradually. How much powdered sugar? It should be 2/3 cup. I actually poured a little bit more in there, and I have a cup, but that's fine because I actually have more biscuits than I anticipated. So it's going to work out. And about a use that about a just about a half a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring extract, and about a tablespoon of water. But the water, you're just going to have to keep stirring until it liquefies. The powdered sugar, you may or may not need a little bit more water. That has to be determined as you go along. No, they're just little pizza. I don't know what you call them. I just call them pizza snacks. That's what I made up. I just call them pizza snacks. I should have measured that, but I'm so used to doing it. I just poured that water in there. That was about a tablespoonful. And if the glaze is too loose, you just add a little bit more sugar. If it's too dry, you add a little bit more water. And you just want to stir it until it's completely smooth. Ooh, I touched that hot glass with my arm. And you can use a whisk or a spoon or whatever. I just grab the spoon right quick. I might end up making 2 batches of this glaze because I have so many biscuits. I don't know if it's going to cover them all. See, guys, when you see that, see how smooth that is. So you just take a spoonful and drizzle it all over. Sometimes I cover them completely. Just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I just glaze them like this. I'm probably going to cover most of these. Sometimes I do a little bit of both. So if I want one with more glaze, I have it. If I want one with less glaze, I have it. I'm going to go put some of these. And guys, I don't have much of a sweet tooth, so it's easy for me not to put a ton of glaze on there. But you know what? I made just enough for myself, for my plate. You can always make more, and you can cover them completely. I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see this a little bit better. And that's it for the cinnamon raisin biscuits. Voila! Woo, woo, woo. We can get back to our pizza. Yes. So, guys, here is our cinnamon raisin biscuits. Hope you guys can see that real good. So I'm going to sit these to the side, let them cool a little bit more while I finish putting the pizza together. When the pizza goes in the oven, I'm going to break one of these open so you can see the inside. So you can see the cinnamon and the raisin inside. Okay. So we've got 2 more pieces of bread to roll out here, and then we can put them together. Yes, Chrissy, cinnamon raisin biscuits. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? I didn't see you. I keep trying to catch the I'll lick the bowl too, but I'm not gonna lick the bowl on camera, Scotty. That's the favorite part. It's not in the water yet, Scotty. It's just sitting over there. I can lick it after the camera, Scotty. We got 2 more pieces of bread to bang out here. And after that, guys, we can then put it all together. Yes. Oh, guys, I'm so glad y'all came and hung out with me this morning. I was thinking this is too early. Nobody's going to be up. Nobody's coming. This is just fantastic. Fabulous. You guys are the best. All of my little things back over here. I'm going to get another dish to actually put my butter on there. I don't want to mess up my counter and have to clean that up. You need a bigger bowl of glaze, huh? You want them covered with glaze. I know that's right. That's good too. I eat them like that too, Scotty. We're making, Christy, I'm going to use this and we're making pizza snacks with it, pepperoni pizza snacks. And so I'm going to be using this with it. And this is hilarious. This was just 6 pieces of bread and it's going to make 24 snacks. Just regular bread, Christy, any kind of bread you have, it does not matter. See, Mrs. Green Thumb, that's the purpose of how I started doing the YouTube videos, is because I love to cook. I cook every day, no matter what. Might not necessarily cook as much every single day, but sometimes I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to cook. And I do have a lot of excess food. So what I try to do is donate it to local families that may need the food. That's why I am so anxious to get my subscriber count up and my watch hours so I can get monetized. Because, and I understand everybody keeps telling me, when you get monetized, you're still not going to make any money. That's true, but you just never know. So I'm trying to get there because my purpose is to whatever I make is going to buy more food so that I can enjoy myself cooking. I can have fun cooking, and then I can just donate the food. I donated a pan of lasagna the other day to a young lady, and I got another young lady that I need to make an entire meal for that I'll be doing this weekend as well. So I donated. I just put it in my car and find somebody that needs some food, and I take it to them. I keep whatever we're going to eat, and the rest goes to them. That's my mission. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's why I'm doing what I do. So that's why I like to cook. That's why I cook so much, because nobody should be hungry. Nobody. Food is too cheap, and as you guys can see, it doesn't always take that. I understand that everybody can't necessarily afford the food, or everybody can't cook, or everybody don't even have an interest in it, but I still feel like they shouldn't go hungry, especially children. And I would love to one day be able to have an upscale soup kitchen. When I say upscale, I want a soup kitchen that has tablecloths, um, china, silverware. There's a lot of kids that never get to experience a five-star restaurant. I love for it to be free of charge, where they can just come in, eat, and have fine dining. Because soup kitchens don't have to be a bowl of mush. That's just my thinking. That's just what I do. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, that's what I want to do. Oh, thank you, Detroit. Thank you, Christy. Okay, let me get, before I got this, that's not what I need. I started running my mouth. Let me just saucer some. Okay, guys. So what are we going to do with this bread? You guys can see the tray, at least some of it. So we're going to take the bread. I'm going to do 4 of these at a time. We are going to put butter on them, and then I'm going to sprinkle them with Italian seasoning. Sometimes I put my Italian seasoning in my butter and do it that way, but I find when I do it that way, I don't get that much on there. So you just want to put a little butter on each one. It doesn't matter if it gets on one side or the other. You want it on the inside. That's what you're putting it on. But if you splatter butter, it's okay. Just sprinkle a little bit of Italian seasoning on each one. It's going to give it that punch of pizza flavor. Woo-hoo. Then you take it and you push it down into the cup, into this tin cup thing. Just push it down in there. Be a little folded over a little bit. Push each one down in there. Try not to break them as you're pushing them down in there. And that's why, guys, I cut the pepperoni up a little earlier, because as you see, they're small. Now, you can do these, guys. You can do these in a regular size muffin tin too. They don't have to be bite size. I just like the bite size because they so on the go. But you can do these in a regular muffin tin as well, and then you'll have bigger ones. And you would just need more bread, of course, and a bigger circle to cut them out at, bigger glass or whatever. So that's why I cut all my bread out at once, so then I can do the next thing at once. Thank you, Mrs. Green Thumb. And it's really so simple and easy. And you know what? I've actually done when I just wanted some pizza real quick and didn't want a lot. I've actually done a couple. I take one slice of bread and do like four, and I just cook the four and then eat them, munch on them, have a snack because it only take like 10 minutes to cook, maybe not that long. I'm bad on timing too when it comes to my stove because I'm the kind of person that cooks. I don't leave my kitchen. I mean, unless I have to go to the bathroom or something, I don't just put something on and walk away from it. I kind of stay in my kitchen. Get the rest of these done right quick. And sometimes as you're putting these in here, you'll see they come back up a little bit. That's okay, because when you fill them, they'll stay. They'll stay down at that point. So if you see them pop back up, don't worry about it. Get your cheese and your pepperoni in there. You'll be just fine. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, guys. We're down to our last 8. Yes. Everybody make sure y'all give me a thumbs. Oops, I forgot to put the Italian seasoning on these. I'm always forgetting something. I have to go back. That's why I like these lives too. Y'all get to see the unedited version. The bloopers. Oh, this is Italian seasoning, Mrs. Green Thumb. But you know what? You can just do oregano or basil. You don't have to do any seasoning. You can use just garlic or none at all. You can just do the bread. I've done that too. I also like to make dishes that can be switched up, altered, or changed to anybody's particular taste buds, liking, or what have you. Yes. Okay. We have all our bread done. I'm going to show you the whole tin in a second. Okay, let me get this one out the way. Rinse my hands off. All right. Yes, I always use butter. I never use margarine. I'm kind of a health conscious nut too, so I'm gonna if I can use the real thing, I will use the real thing. Now, if you have something going on where you can't have butter and you have to have margarine, I'm pretty sure it will work just fine because before I got on this little health kick deal, I used margarine on everything. I thought it actually had more flavor to the butter until I started using so much butter, and now I can taste the flavor of butter and I don't taste it in margarine. So yes, you surely can. So what I like to do is oh, I didn't show you guys. You guys see that? This is how they look before we do anything else to them. So now you just want to put just a drop, because then you see how small they are. Just a drop of cheese in the bottom of each one. After you put the cheese in here, look at me. I feel like I'm on a video on how to talk my way through the whole thing. Oh my God. Yes, I buy salted and unsalted butter. Oh, that's another thing I should have said. The reason I didn't put any, you guys didn't see me put any salt in when I made the biscuits is because I used salted butter. I like to use salted butter with that because it's more for surely evenly distributed. I don't have to worry, and that salt is important when you're making the biscuits, but I don't have to worry about it not being enough salt in a particular spot on any of my biscuits. So I use salted butter. Yes, I do. Okay. I feel like I have fat fingers this morning. Almost filled them up with the cheese. We got to do cheese twice, guys. I find that, you can put a little uh, cheese on the bottom and cheese on the top because I like it kind of make sure it's kind of mixed a little bit, not just cheese and then meat. And then our little pepperonis that I cut up. Now you can use the mini pepperonis; they probably will work perfect. I'm just putting a couple in each one, two or three, not really counting, just going on. Somebody's gonna have two, somebody's gonna have three in one. Woohoo! Woohoo! I am so glad you guys came today. This is perfect. Made my day, my morning. Yes, you did. Yes. Mm-mm-mm. Couple more and a couple of these. Okay. Yeah, so now we're going to just add another drop of cheese, just a little bit, because you got the cheese already. You're just trying to make it layered. For one thing, it's going to look better when it comes out. And then we have our oven over here already set to 375 degrees. And we will cook these for about 10 minutes. Mostly, guys, because think about it, the bread's already done, so you're not trying to cook it. It's going to crisp up. So what you're really doing is melting the cheese. You're melting the cheese. The pepperonis don't need to be cooked. Pepperonis are fully cooked. So they don't nothing needs to be cooked in here. So that's why it may take 10 minutes, it may take less. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, guys. Yes. Can't tilt this too far. The cheese will start falling off. So you guys see that. Woohoo! So we're going to put this in a 375-degree oven just until the cheese melts. Okay, guys. Now, while that's in the oven, let's take a sneak peek at our biscuits. At our biscuits. Woohoo! Throw this away. I can't stand a messy station. Too messy, at least. So let me get rid of some of this stuff right quick. Oh, I'm gonna put this on at least. I put my timer just on 6 minutes, just so that if I start talking and forget about it, it'll beep, and I can at least check it out. Okay, guys, so we are now going to break into our cinnamon raisin biscuits. This glass stays hot for a long time, so I better bring my uh, cooling rack back over. Biscuit, anyone? Anyone like a biscuit? Yes, yum. These glass dishes stay so hot. So, guys, this is actually a brownie spatula. I saw this thing. I thought that was so neat. It's actually made. This is sharp at the top, like a knife, so you can cut straight through whatever you're doing. Then it's a spatula for you to pick it up. Gadgets. Use a regular knife and a fork. Okay, I'm using my fingers. I'm going in, guys. Hey, can you guys see that? Before you put it on the plate, look at the raisins in there. Yes. And you can break it open in half and put some butter in it. And then you're just gonna be in heaven. And don't blame me if you gain weight. It's not my fault. But look at this, guys. Look how fluffy that is. Look at that. Look, guys. Yes. I've got to eat a piece. Mm, I need a piece of the top. I just broke this apart, guys. I want you all to see. See how the cinnamon is swirled in there? See the raisins? There's a piece of have good raisins in it. The raisin fell out. Guys. I need a tall glass of milk or a cup of coffee. Thank you, Chris. Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Green Thumbs. Scotty said, dip it in the glaze. What makes the difference from cinnamon rolls? Is it the batter? No, it's the way you make it out. With cinnamon rolls, you would have rolled the batter out completely, and then you need to put your. You wouldn't have put the cinnamon mix in it. You make your cinnamon. You make your cinnamon. What do you call it? Like it's not a sauce, but you make your cinnamon stuff, and then you want to spread that out, and then you would actually have to roll it, and then you cut them. So you put your cinnamon, then you glaze in the end, so it's a roll. Not so much the dough; it's pretty much the same. Now you can make them so that the dough is more not cakey. Like this is more of a cakey because biscuits are more cakey than the cinnamon dough, and some of those do have yeast in them. But I've made them with the same batter. Mm, 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 I'm sorry, guys. Delicious. And I was just getting hungry too. Let me look at my pizza. Mm, mm. Guys, it's not so hot anymore. These are my cinnamon raisin biscuits. And you can do the same thing with plain, leave out the cinnamon, leave out the raisins. Don't add nearly as much sugar. You can also use the same batter, and you can do cheese biscuits. Just how I put the cinnamon and the raisins in there. Just put your like cheddar cheese in there, spread it around in there, swirl it around in there. Oh my God. When that cheese melts and you break that biscuit open, oh my goodness. Mm, mm, mm. Hey there, Harder. How are you? I didn't see you come into the stream. I missed you, so hello. Yes. Mm. Yes, Christy, cream cheese in the middle too. That would be delicious. And as you see, the other thing I did was break open the biscuits. The pizza's almost done, guys. That's how quick it is. Mm. Guys, you guys got me eating this. I don't even have my coffee. Get that raisin. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna set these aside so that I can get ready. Those are ready to come out. Let me sit this aside. I gotta take another bite. Okay, guys, the pizza's out. They're done. That was 6 minutes. As long as it took me to cut that biscuit and eat and chat a bit. Whew, I'm gonna let this cool for 1 second. That biscuit's so good. Mm. Yes, Mrs. Green Thumb, if you're still there, I cannot eat all this food I make, or you have to wheel me out of here. Yes, mukbang, mukbang. You want to see that face? I know that's right. Um, I'm gonna get a spoon so I can get one of these out of here. I know these are still hot. Could y'all see that real good? I just want you to see the whole thing. See, it's really hot. Flip it over so you can see. See, the bottom brown, the top got even a little bit more brown. And you just got your pizza in there, and it's really bite-sized. So guys, if you're having a party or something, or an appetizer, this will make a great appetizer. And you know what else, guys? You can do. You don't have to use pepperoni. You can use just cheese. You can use cheese and green peppers. You can use mushrooms. You can use sausage. You can use Canadian bacon and a couple of pieces of pineapple. You can use anything you want in this. I just happen to love pepperoni and mozzarella cheese, so that was my choice this morning. I'm having biscuits and pizza. Where are the vegetables? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to do some serious making up on this note. Yes. What am I not getting, Scotty? What am I not getting? Oh, this is hot. I'm trying to eat this. Oh, eat it on camera. Okay, I'll eat this on camera as soon as it cool down a little bit. Because it is hot. Let me see if I can get down here. You know my camera is this thing is still too hot. If I can't pick it up with my hands, I'm not putting it in my mouth. Okay, Chrissy. I'm gonna eat this little pizza bite on camera. Y'all better give me a super thumbs up. Smash that thumbs button and share it out for me taking this bite on camera. And guys, I might come back live later on this evening just to chit chat. I won't be cooking, but I might come back on just to chit chat. Yes, I'm working on my hours. Okay, here we go. I can't get down that low. You see that cheese come out, Chrissy? See that cheese come out? Yes. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Guys, I'm in trouble today. I got this food. It's early, and I got lots of it. Yummy. Guys, I thank y'all for coming so much. I know y'all got something to do today. Get your day started because it's bright and early. So I'm going to let you go. And I'm going to clean up my kitchen and get ready for my day too. So thank you guys for coming so much. I really do appreciate you. Yay. These are my pizza bites. Yay. I will see you all next time, okay? Thank you so much. See you next time.